Good morning. Myself, Professor Dennis Prajapati, Assistant Professor of Electrical Engineering Department at SN Patel Institute of Technology and Research Center, Umrah, Baben, Badoli. We are going to discuss about the subject Power System Planning and Design. Subject code is 2180903. In this subject, we focus on Chapter 1, Transmission Line Design. We cover topics like classification of transmission line, electrical design of transmission line. The sub-parameters are selection of transmission line voltage, choice of line conductor, spacing between conductors. Now, first of all, classification of transmission line. As we know, transmission line are generally classified as short transmission line, medium transmission line, and long transmission line. In short transmission line, the transmission line voltage is less than 20 kV and the transmission line length is less than 80 km, which is considered as a short transmission line. Due to small distance and low voltage, capacitance effect is negligible, but we are considering resistance and inductance for short transmission line. Medium transmission line. In medium transmission line, length is between 80 km to 240 km and line voltage is between 20 kV to 100 kV are considered. Due to appreciable length and voltage of the line, capacitance effect is considered in medium transmission line. In long transmission line, the transmission line having length above 240 km and line voltage above 100 kV are generally considered as the long transmission line. Next topic is electrical design of transmission line. In that, first, selection of transmission voltage. The power P, which is equal to √3 VI cos phi. The current I depends upon the product value of current density and cross-sectional area of the conductor. But both values are fixed. The only variable parameter is voltage. Voltage value is higher, the more power to be transmitted. As the voltage is increased, the cost of conductor is decreased, but cost of insulator and tower will be increased. This is because superior type of insulator in large numbers are required. The rating and cost of the substation equipment like transformer, switchgear, protecting device will be increased. Therefore, while the cost of conductor decrease at higher voltage of transmission, the other cost increases. As we discussed above, the standard voltage used in India. So for short transmission line, medium transmission line, and the long transmission line. For short transmission line, the standard voltage are 11 kV, 22 kV, and 33 kV. The standard voltage for medium transmission line are 66 kV and 110 kV. For long transmission line, the standard voltage are 132 kV, 166 kV, 230 kV, and 400 kV. In second table is very useful for finding the transmission line loading. We can say that for 11 kV, the permissible line loading, that is equal to 24 into 10 raised to 3 kilowatt into kilometer. For 33 kV line, the permissible line loading, which is 200 into 10 raised to 3 kilowatt into kilometer. Same for 66 kV, we can say that the permissible line loading, which is equal to 600 into 10 raised to 3 kilowatt into kilometer. As we move further for 110, 132 kV, 166 kV, and in last for 230 kV, the permissible line loading, which is equal to 90 into 10 raised to 6 kilowatt into kilometer. Depending upon the length of the transmission line, the line voltage is also selected, which will shown in the figure 3 or table 3. We can say that here we can say that line to line voltages are given like 11 kV, 33 kV, 66 kV. For all the range of the voltage, we can see that there is a minimum and maximum range for the line, length of the line. For an example, for 11 kV line, the length of the line is between 15 to 30. For 33 kV, it is 30 kilometer to 60 kilometer. For 66 kV, it is 40 to 120 kilometer. Okay, same we have moved further like 110, 132, 166, 230, and in last for 400 kV, the length of the line which is 300 to 400. Now, choice of the line conductor. The transmission line conductor should have following properties like low resistivity. It should have low resistivity in order to carry the more current. As we know, the value of resistivity is low. The maximum current will flow through the conductor. The second one is the high mechanical strength, as it should have high mechanical strength to withstand mechanical load like wind, ice storm. Okay, it should be corrosion free. The third point, corrosion free. We can say that as it should be corrosion free, it reduces the life of the conductor. Fourth, light in weight. It should be light in weight, so it can carry the more conductor and we will increase the span for the same. Fifth one is the minimum voltage drop, and sixth, minimum power losses. It should, for both cases, it should cause the minimum voltage drop and less the power losses. Sixth one, that is the cheap. It should be, as at both obvious, economical factor is more important, so it should be cheap. The seventh one, the eighth one is the flexible. As we know, the flexible point is more important for the conductor property. For in second table, in view this requirement, we can also say that the following materials are used for making the line conductor. Okay, the first one is copper, second aluminum, third ACSR, aluminum conductor with steel reinforcement, fourth one is the galvanized steel. Now the first one is copper. Copper is most usually material for transmission and distribution, but due to its high conductivity, high resistance against corrosion, high current density, the only negative point is that it is costly, and this is the reason that it is being replaced by aluminum. The second one is the aluminum. Aluminum is best conducting material after copper for transmission and distribution purpose. Its conductivity is less, but it's lighter in weight. Therefore, a large cross section of the aluminum is required for the same current. ACSR conductor. The full form of ACSR conductor is aluminum conductor with steel reinforcement. It has become a very popular now. It has a core galvanized steel surrounded by aluminum strands. Steel takes the mechanical stress, while aluminum strands carry the current. Due to its high mechanical strength, sag is also small. And finalize the galvanized steel. Due to high tensile strength, galvanized steel can be used as an extremely large span. Galvanized protects steel against corrosion. They are more in use in rural areas where cost is main consideration. The last topic of the session is spacing between conductors. We are using empirical formula to find out the spacing between the conductors. The spacing, which is equal to square root of in bracket square root of d plus v by 150 bracket over into meter, where d is equal to sag in meter at 40 degrees Celsius, v is equal to voltage in kV. The spacing arrangement may be horizontal, vertical, or equitriangular. For snowfall, the horizontal configuration of conductor is most suitable. In table, we can see that there is a two column line to line voltage in kV and equivalent spacing in meter. Here for 11 kV, the equivalent spacing is approximate 1 meter. For 33 kV, it is 1.3 meter. Same as we move further, like 66 kV, 110 kV, 132 kV, 166 kV, and for last, for 230 kV, the equivalent spacing is 10.2 meter. Thank you.